Welcome back to Redacted Voices. Today I'm going to be pumping down a 3-ton AC unit and demo it out, get it ready to get pumped down and get my gauges on it. So we'll go check things out. So first let's go take a look at this thermostat. So coming in this room here, as you can see, it's getting demoed out. I've already disconnected all the electrical and the Ethernet lines. So all that's left now is to pump down the AC unit, get the air handler off the roof, and get this thermostat taken out. So we'll see what we could do about this. I'll go upstairs, pump the unit down, and then we'll throw the disconnect switch, remove the fuses, and we'll go from there. So I think for this job, all I'm really gonna need is my manifold gauge set and a Vito bag with some basic hand tools. So now I'm gonna grab this stuff and head on up to the roof. So before I head to the roof, I wanna look at this air handling unit and kind of see what I gotta do here. Looks like the power comes in from that direction. So anyways, I'm gonna have to get the power disconnected for this unit and get this unit off the roof. Look at the size of it. It doesn't look like a 3-ton at all. So we'll go to the roof, we'll get that unit pumped down, come back down here and see what we gotta do. So here we are, we got the wiring exposed. So what I need to do is I need to find the wiring that goes to my low pressure switch and get those disconnected, and then I need to hook up and get this thing to run with a couple of bypass jumpers and bypass this unit and get it to run constantly so I can pump it down. So it looks like I'm going to be looking for 2 yellow wires coming through. So it looks like these are my 2 yellow wires. Let me find out. Let me verify. Yeah, these are them. So let me go ahead and follow this wire back to where it goes. Looks like 1 wire goes to the contactor, 1 wire comes off of the board. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip this wire off the board, pull this wire off the contactor, and let me grab some jumpers and see if I can get this thing to run, even though it's not calling for cool right now at the moment. So let me hook this up to my my A1 on my contactor coil, and let me jump it straight to my, so we are not running. So what I'm going to want to do is take it off of my call for cool, and I'm going to go directly to my 24 volt, and let's see what happens there. Since it's a 24 volt coil contactor, there it goes. So we are running. But it doesn't look like we're calling for cool. So we'll go ahead and get that, make that adjustment. Okay, so I got the unit jumpered out, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this unit jumpered out. I'm gonna go ahead and let this unit equalize for a minute, and once it starts to equalize, I'll slowly start to close off my liquid line valve and let all my pressure build up into the condenser. And once I do that, then I'll start closing off my vapor line. And as soon as I see these two gauges go to negative or zero and go into vacuum, just slightly vacuum, I'll go ahead and throw the disconnect switch, and then that should take care of this pump down. So this is an R22 system. This R22 system, I don't know if you can see it on that nameplate. It's pretty sun faded, but it does say R22 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and let this thing equalize, and it looks like we're equalized. So I'm going to go ahead and start to slowly close off my my liquid line valve, and then I'll jump to my vapor valve and slowly start to close that too. And then we'll throw the disconnect switch, remove the fuses, and we should be good. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start to close my vapor line valve and get ready, because this thing's going to go into a negative pressure. So I want to stop it right about zero or just below. So that's right about there. I'm going to get this thing closed off. There we go. And that should be it. So now both of my gauges are reading zero pressure, and both my valves are closed. So we should be at a negative pressure in these lines. So there should be no more refrigerant in these lines. So I'm going to slowly start to open my valve and go ahead and verify. And if anything does come out, it'll just be de minimis. But since we're looking at it, actually I won't disconnect my valve, my fitting yet. I'm going to go ahead and bleed it out of my my gauge port, my manifold gauge hoses. So I'm going to go ahead and let this open up that, and I'm going to go ahead and verify that I don't have any more gas in there. There should be just a hair. Yeah, see, we got nothing. So this unit is pumped down. So all that's left to do is to lock it out and remove the fuses, and then that should be it. So that was a pretty successful pump down. I got started off with my liquid line valve, closed that, and then I ended off with my vapor line valve, and I closed that. So we've locked in all the refrigerant inside this unit, and there is no more refrigerant downstairs at the air handling unit. So this pump down is successful. So we can go ahead and remove our jumpers and get that off of there, and we should be good to go. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. Thank you.